Welcome to another edition of Chaplain John with Chaplain John Sayers, featuring special reports and interviews with people doing kingdom ministry in Tulare County and beyond. And now, here's Chaplain John.
C.S. Lewis said that no arrangement of bad eggs will ever make a good omelet. Let me get that right. I think that's right. Yeah, no clever arrangement of bad eggs will ever make a good omelet. Not bad, huh? Well, I like that quote because in Romans chapters 1, 2, and 3, and this is where Gail and I are doing this devotion now. We're going through the book of Romans, and actually I think we're starting chapter 5, but the book really begins where there's a trial going on. And Paul is on trial. But Paul has this really clever way of actually almost becoming the prosecuting attorney. Because here's who he puts on trial. He puts on the godless. He puts on the wicked. He puts on trial the religious, And Paul, and when you read chapters 1 and 2, I got to tell you something. Yeah, Paul speaks quite strongly against certain sins. He talks about the sin of homosexuality, and that is a sin, and the godless and the wicked, they're doing that. And he says, this is wrong. This is a sin. But listen to this. The religious people are going, oh, right on, Paul. Nail them. They're sinners, da-da-da. And then Paul comes back to them and says, hey, you are also a rotten egg. You have also sinned because we've all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Every one of us. We all are rotten eggs because of our abandoning God. And the religious people would say, well, we've never abandoned God. We're doing all the religious things right. And that's back in Paul's day, they were going, we're doing this. We get circumcised. We're doing this. We're doing this. And we'd say, but what? No, we're not bag eggs. We go to church, But listen, when we say, that's the sin, they're doing this, we all of a sudden put ourselves on trial. We forget that, yes, we too have sinned. We've all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. A sin is a sin is a sin. And Paul reminds us on trial, he reminds us not just the godless and the wicked, but the religious people. We're on trial too. And so what's the answer? Paul says, I've got an answer for you. And you read this. And how a rotten egg become good egg. Can a rotten egg become a good egg? Yeah. It's by grace. It's by mercy. We're not saved by works, but we're saved by the grace of God. And you're going to see a lot of that throughout the whole book of Romans. We're saved by grace. Jesus, God came to live a sinless life, to share for 3 years the gospel, the good news, to die on the cross for our sins, was raised from the dead. And those of us who have a relationship with him, and please mind you, the word is relationship. He didn't come to start a religion. God didn't come to start a religion, to get religious people. God never wanted that. He wanted to have people in relationship with him. For those who have a relationship with him, we were rotten, we were sinful, but God freed us. If we're going to share anything in this whacked out world, let's don't be condemning on other sins, because we've all sinned. But let's give a message of we've been saved by grace. And that's how God can turn a rotten egg into a good egg. But let's don't become religious, because then we become a rotten egg. Hey, there by the grace of God. We can be a good egg, and we can make a great omelet, you and I, for God.